Welcome back to my channel. I'm Anushka, and in this video I'll be sharing with you some amazing Indian thrillers that deserve your attention. Now, we keep on criticizing Indian authors for writing romantic cliché novels, but when there are writers who write some great crime thrillers, we don't give them enough credit. And this is what this video is about, because there are some great Indian thrillers which I've read in the recent times which are at par or maybe more than your favorite international thrillers. And most importantly, these thrillers are relatable because they are set in India, so you enjoy them more, you relate with them more, and you feel a part of this world. So if you're interested, then keep on watching this video. The first book on this list is actually a series of 2 books, Murderum by Dr. Sohail Makwana. I'll be very honest, as I am always on this channel. Initially, when I was given these review copies, I had planned on reading just the first book. But the author was so confident that I would read both the books, and he was absolutely right. And by that, you can guess how much I enjoyed this story. This is one of those crime thrillers which will keep you on your toes. You will be hooked from the start. You would want to know who exactly did it, how did it happen. Plus, what's unique about this book is that it has scientific details. The story revolves around Komal, a CBI intern who gets this case to investigate, and when she starts the investigation, she realizes that it has turned into a serial killer thing. With her, you go on this journey. Also, what I personally also liked was getting into the head of the killer. You don't know who the killer is, but you are reading the thoughts of the killer. So that gives an edge to this book as well and keeps you hooked, keeps you engaged in the storyline. Also, I would say it's perfect for beginners because the writing is extremely easy. For me, I just felt like it could have been sharpened a bit or edited a little more, but for a debut novel, I must say it's far better than average, actually outstanding for an average. Moreover, the storyline just balances everything out. The second book on this list is Witness the Night by Kishwar Desai. I really don't know why this book is not talked about, even though this was published in 2010, even though this won the Costa Book Awards, and this is the third time I'm speaking about this book on this channel because I loved it in the most painful way. This is the book which inspired me to make this video. So it's a story of a 13-year-old girl named Durga. The story is based in Punjab, and she is the only suspect of the killing of her own family of 13 people, even though she was found herself tied at the crime scene. She abstains from speaking to the police people. However, a social worker named Simran is called to speak with her, and things start changing when Simran starts investigating the case. Many things unfold, and this is a story which has layers to it. Discrimination, gender inequality, drugs, addiction, female infanticide, dowry, everything that is related to India. I would highly recommend you guys to read this book, not just because it is a thriller, but because it deals with some real issues. The next one is Silent Fires by Pujita G. Prasad. This is a thriller which revolves around the disappearance of a person, and not your usual person, but the wife of a superstar, Arun Chandra. This case is given to a highly disciplined and self-righteous police officer, Ashish Bharadwaj. He is joined by his younger brother, Manav, who is just his opposite and is a highly introvert person, has low self-esteem but high observational skills, which definitely help in solving the disappearance and this whole investigation. This is a book which I must say has one of the best plot twists I've read in the recent times. Plus, it takes into factor the media trial, how you can utilize social media and latest technology to solve murder, the superficiality of this industry, actors. Plus, it talks about some serious issues like marital rape, abuse, mental abuse. Next is Roses Are Blood Red by Nopneel Chakraborty. This one I actually read on your recommendation. If I remember correctly, it was Shaurya and some of my other subscribers who time and again commented on my channel for me to read this book, and I'm so thankful that I did. Also, I do know it's not one of those underrated Indian thrillers. It's quite common and quite popular, but I couldn't possibly make an Indian thriller recommendation video without not adding this particular book in this list. Anyways, it is one of those dark thrillers which has mystery, which has drama, which has love, not your conventional kind of love story, but an unconventional love story which knows no boundaries. And this story, while you'll be reading, you'll be getting so many questions in your head which only get answered till the very end. It also has one of the best plot twists that I've read. Next is Keepers of the Kala Chakra by Ashwin Sanghi. Yes, it's not the most underrated Indian thriller, but it still needs more recognition so that more people can pick this book up. Especially if you're a fan of Dan Brown, Angels and Demons, and if you like those kind of adventurous thrillers, then I would highly recommend Keepers of the Kala Chakra for you all to read. It is complex, it does deal with a lot of scientific and quantum physics kind of details, but I'm quite sure you would enjoy reading this book. It would take you a little time to get adapted to the storyline, but it does pay off. So it's the story of this professor Vijay Sundaram, who gets this offer to work at a lab which changes his life. Also on the other side, there are these killings of famous leaders taking place in the most unobvious way, and no one knows how these people are getting killed. So a team is put together worldwide to understand what exactly is happening. So there are a lot of different things in this one single book, but they all are interconnected, and the ending, yes, it does. I did feel like it had loopholes, but it did pay off. I enjoyed reading the book, and if you are okay with the conspiracy theory of angels and demons, then I would say you should be okay with this Keepers of the Kala Chakra as. Last but definitely not the least is Widows of the Malabar Hill. Now this is not your usual fast-paced crime thriller, but it definitely is a well-written Indian historical crime thriller. What do I mean by that? Because this one is based in the 1920s, so you learn about that kind of world before independence, how the posh people lived in Mumbai, the Malabar Hill. We have our protagonist Parveen Mistry, who was the first woman solicitor, and what all she faced. Also, she investigates this case of 3 widows and finds a discrepancy in their disbursement. So she starts to investigate, and a murder takes place at their house, and it leaves no other option for her to dive deeper and solve this murder mystery, because somewhere she gets involved into this. So yeah, that's it with this video. Those are all the books that I would highly recommend you all to at least check out, give them a try, because we always obsess over that Indian writers don't write good books, or maybe if they are writing cliche romantic novel. No, there's other part to it as well. We have to give credit to them. We have to find new books for ourselves to read and let others know that yes, there are some great Indian thrillers. So yeah, I hope you pick one book right now. And that's it with this video. I'll see you later with another video. Until then, bye bye.